What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Juventus Football Manager 2023 rebuild, money-making rebuild, aren't we calling it? Yeah, something like that. So that tells you, it explains how I haven't kind of made a video in the last week or so. Been really busy, real life stuff outside of YouTube, kind of a necessity these days, and just needing to be in the right mood. So hopefully we're going to return to when we started this series and just, the same intent to get a lot of episodes out. It's just, I've said it a few times in the past. It's like you don't really see the behind the scenes too much, just really what I tell you. But it's an interesting thing to see. But like I said, we keep these episodes pretty sharp and quick. One thing, winter update. I'll probably put winter update in the title. Relevant. Just downloaded it. But also, two things that doesn't make sense. I've started a new save. I'm going to be streaming a bit more on Twitch. I might find that just a bit easier to fit my schedule. We'll see. I always can think of things as a good idea. If I can execute it, otherwise is different because, saying something I would have been used to for the longest time. But anyway, they're being renamed. But in a new save that I have started, their name is real. It says Roma. Normally, even if you do download an update, a save that's already started, clubs' names wouldn't be changed because it's already there. Like, it's already been generated. Things don't change in the save. So I don't really know. Those are the one things I'm just going to push past, though. Again, not going to overthink it. Maybe I would have done in the past. I'll be like worrying, oh no, their name doesn't say Roma. It is what it is. But the weirdest thing, I've started a new save with the update, and the team name is Roma. So I'm like, why did it change in a save I've already started, especially? But so that does not make any sense from my Football Manager experience. It'll be understandable if I didn't put the right real name updates in the files. If it was like that in a new save, but in the new save it says Roma. So calculate that one for me, and I'll I'll be impressed because I thought I'll point that out. But let's go into this match against Torino. I think I remember saying I want to give this tactic a chance from the go. From the off. Again, we're probably going to have to make a bit of a rotation. Locatelli has been okay. But to, execute this, starting Milik, and we would switch those two there. Almas, I said he would come in pretty nicely, so I'm gonna leave it, give him a chance. Locatelli, maybe it makes sense. He's not 100%. He's close enough, but he's that little difference. You can tell those two different. It's like you can just tell he's just a little bit off that 100%. Gone other days, we would have number figures for it, and that would be the decision maker. If it's like that's 98% compared to the rest that are hundreds. Anyway, the good old days. Yeah, I don't mind seeing how we go. Let's get right into it. So you might notice my management style, if you can call it that, is a lot more, I'm not going to say exactly experimentative, if that's the word. It's maybe a bit more straightforward. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it up to you guys to analyze what we're doing. But it's definitely less of an overthinking process and just getting into it and not worrying too much about the bad sides of what could happen. But anyway, let's see what happens in this match today. Lukic. Oh, not a bad effort there, but it does stray wide. We are obviously, hopefully looking to take control of this game today. It's disappointing to get an early yellow, but definitely with this style anyway. In games, we are expected to win. The other top sides in the league, we may be wary against playing like this, especially from the start and away from home. At home, maybe it'll be a different story. But, hey, if you take a look at Torino, they're moving. Bonucci, experience and skill. Milik, opening. This is why. No, that's not why. Kostic, terrible pass, but we're going to get it back. Cuadrado, we did touch on it. I remember touching on it in a previous episode that, yeah, he might not have the most deadly of finish compared to other wingers. So that's only going to be a negative. Paredes has picked up an early injury, and I don't want to mess around with it, to be honest, because if you a foot injury, you got to analyze it too. But yeah, I think we're going to make that decision. Locatelli, this is probably where he does come in now. I think he was that type where we were saying, he could be a creative role. Like, if you just go off his technicals, passing of 16 and then tackling, he's got both sides. So he can be that type that breaks up the possession in the midfield, or he can be, that creator as well, which is very, very handy. So he can come in a playmaking role. Kostic definitely, he wasted that other opportunity, which was very disappointing. It was, incredibly wasted. Not just a standard wasted chance. And now Milik goes. Yes. Brilliant. And maybe that is just the thing. We're playing with two strikers, and when they're fairly accomplished strikers as well, it gives you two main men in the box for the opposition to worry about, and that's just different. Like, you can have a lot of very successful formations and tactics with one man up top, but the two, it just gives them something different to worry about. And obviously, Milik has also given us something to worry about. We'll just ease off the tackles. But yeah, that's most definitely the thing. Like, when you just got the two, like, it gives them something else to worry about. Something a bit extra. And again, it's not just playing two men up top. Oh, I'll get lost. But to be honest, Kostic was having a bad game, and it's a thigh injury here. Just because someone's having a bad game, you don't want them to get injuries. I think 1-0, I'm going to bring on Sheldrup because we're in a comfortable position. Di Maria will still be easing him back to fitness. So, yeah, you wouldn't want Di Maria. No, you really wouldn't want him to get injured again. So, yeah, ease him back in. AC Milan, they're having some early dominance in their game. But, yeah, we are doing well defensively against Torino. They have not got a shot on target yet. What do we say? You've been good so far? Yep, generally pretty happy. It's disappointing we've got an injury. See, we're leading the game, and I think we've been pretty wasteful. We have not been at our best. We've been forced in to make a couple changes for injury reasons. Both, really, even though the first one, wasn't forced off. But, just made the change there. So with Bremer, we already eased our tackles. It was it was him or Bonucci. I knew it was a defensive player, and now we've got two defensive players that need to ease off. Oh, Vlahovic, that's better, Dusan. I may have not played this in a week, but I remember you were wasting some chances early. That's a funny thing about FM. You definitely remember when players are missing shots for you and not converting. So Almas again in the midfield, and even if it's the link-up play, so that's two positives right there as well, especially with the respective roles we got them playing. It gives them really a lot to worry about, and a highlight instantly. Even if we want to make a change, we couldn't. You got the advanced forward and a deep lying forward on support. It's not like he's just only supporting, like creating for Dusan. Like, he scored the first goal, Milik. So that is a dangerous combo. And like I said, not just playing the two, but the respective roles that we've got in place for them as well. So, yeah, it just makes it look a bit more dangerous. Singo. Oh, Sheldrup. And even with the wingers as well in defense, sit back, make the interceptions, even if they're not renowned as a defensive player. So, definitely on the other side, Cuadrado, that's why we're looking, to get them in that position. Cuadrado can definitely be. Oh, Sheldrup. Milik, that should have been 3. No hesitations. That should have been 3 right there. Okay. And we talked about Di Maria. We'd probably bring him on next. Just because we're in a more comfortable position. Unless we concede from this highlight, makes it a different story. But at the same time, he's not like a young... He's good. And actually, Di Maria, I feel like in his career, he's been quite underrated. I saw this in a comment somewhere, not in one of my videos, but just about Di Maria. Someone said he was underrated, and then someone replied, like, look at all the clubs he's played for. Real Madrid, United, PSG, and at Juve now. Like, he's not underrated. But no, sure, he's played for top clubs, but he's done a lot internationally as well for Argentina. But yeah, like, his name hasn't been spoken. Definitely not saying he's one of the best, like a GOAT or something like that, or even in his generation. But yeah, I feel like he could be rated, just spoken about a little bit, like just that next step higher than he has, because he's been an incredible player, that's for sure, and he does some amazing things. We cannot doubt that. We said we'd bring Szczesny back. We might. I know it's a weird sub. As I said, I'm like, come on. If we lose, okay, blame me in the comments if we go on to lose from here. I'll put my hands up. Milik on that yellow, I'll take him up. If we're gonna play like this, with this tactic, this formation, he might see more game time up top in the striking position. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, in the end, get ready. See, I'm seeing it as just more like a funny thing as well. I'm like, oh no. But that goal could have easily came anyway. You will never know. That's the thing about football and FM. You will never know. You will never know if it would have came anyway. So we'll see what happens from this highlight. Here we go. Come on. But seriously. No, I'm like, hold up. Don't make that happen. Oh, imagine if it does though. But see, nowadays I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, sure, if we drop the points here, but I'm like, I always used to be like so worried about that, like for my series wise, and yeah. But now I'm like, oh, what's bad's gonna happen? You know what I mean? What's bad's gonna happen? What's so bad? But we want to get the points more importantly. That is, yeah, I think we're overthinking that a little bit, just conceding the one. Let's get it back. If we talk about subs we made, Di Maria, who's coming on as well, he's came on. He can help get us one back. Maybe not, but it could lead to a goal. Almas, new signing. He will take his time to ease in, but I did say he will. He's 7.5. Just because a late shot he didn't score from doesn't mean he's had a bad game. He's had a pretty good one today. Oh, there's going to be a chance here. There will be a chance because of when the highlight started, but that's going to be for us, and we're going to secure the points. It's going to be game over. Vlahovic, finish it. See, if that went in, I would have been really impressed by it. But to be honest, when you look at it like that, that was actually a pretty bad, shot selection and decision. How he went for it. I was expecting something just a bit more powerful and with a bit more conviction. So even though we did score today, he didn't get confidence from that. Yeah, he's lacking a bit, isn't he? Like Vlahovic, that's the finish we've been used to this season, unfortunately. Not the first one. Let me know what you would do to try and get that out of his game, and let me know why Roma's name got changed. Like, sure, I downloaded an update and everything else hasn't changed. It's mad. It is mad because everything else is correct. Talk about mad 2 or 3 months again. And Paradise, only 1 to 2 days. See, it's like I don't have that energy or something where I'm like, I think that would be a disaster. Well, probably more if he looked like a more important player today, to be honest. I find because he didn't do a lot and wasted a chance. I'm like, bring Di Maria in, or Sheldrop might get a go. Di Maria might be better on that right side, cutting in on his left foot with Di Maria. But either way, yeah, he's a quality player. As I've been saying, we don't have someone else to just switch on there. Chiesa is even maximum of 2 months away as well. But hey, we might give this a little run now. In terms of personnel, that's an upgrade. Bring on Di Maria. We were just talking about him as well. So yeah, we're gonna leave it with the attacking, with the Titan formation tactic. That is for sure. So next episode, Leverkusen, as I said, we'll be hopefully looking just to continue, from how we really started this, the idea of the series, and we'll talk about the financials. How that's looking at the start of the month. Not so much to speak on at the start of the month. So, it's something we'll track as we go on. How much have we spent early on? Hey, look at this. This month. Hey, the players. Oh, that must be some feat. So yeah, I was gonna be like, you end the transfer window. There's still not going to be transfer money. Well, technically there is going to be. But that makes up for the loan repayments. So sometimes you have to be smart with your transfers to help out with that. So expect that's going to be coming in regularly. So because of those repayments, maybe over this season we're not going to see profits. But before I led into that, what I did want to say is, look at that profit loss. We might just get that the club, but that probably was from the loan. So that big money. So we're going to see anyway. Before we went into that anyway, like I said, where I was going to say we're going to pick up where we left off. We just want to get in, hopefully more episodes recorded. As I said, like this will be, less so edited and, put down. Hopefully just shorter and easier to get for me to upload. And again, as I said at the start of the episode, you don't really get an idea of everything else for me outside of just getting these videos out. But it's definitely a different day-to-day lifestyle for me now, guys. So all your support does help. Again, one day I definitely want to get back to doing the YouTube full time, and I've said it in the past as well. I was always ever on the edge of doing that. And again, with just a couple other things from home on the side to make extra few hundred every month to get me by. And I started this YouTube stuff 10 years ago doing FM. I was one of those older FM YouTubers. And I've been doing it for the longest time. So it's I'm still not giving up on it. But at the same time, I can't put in the time now, like maybe some others. So I don't know if we are going to get back to it or not, or we're just going to maintain this kind of style. I don't really know, but I never want to give up on it 100%, So, it's an interesting one for me because I'm 32 years old now. I had my birthday. This is me checking the date right now. About just a week ago. So it's hopefully you keep enjoying the videos, guys. And I'm just adjusting to how we need to make them these days to, get the best out of them. Get the best out of what I can do for you guys and just provide something. As I said, I'll try and do some live streams over on Twitch to get that going if I can fit that into my schedule. If it's just if it's a couple hours each day, can fit that in. That might be the best way. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the proper option for me to actually do, because you know what life is like. So you have to be doing enough to get by. And I want to be doing more than that, to be honest. So we'll see how we go anyway. And and how I speak about things is I try to keep it the most simple as possible. But it's life's not easy when you hadn't been doing work for a long time and you've been putting everything into YouTube. It's in the real world, I'm someone starting in the bottom. So keep that. Think I'm someone who started making videos when I was 21 on YouTube, did really nothing else in that time. So it's like, yeah, it's like me at that point. I'm still in the real world, yeah, which is very hard to adjust to as well. And I've done all this stuff on YouTube. It's just like, when people treat you, it's like, there I'm just slapping myself in the face. It's like I've got like this YouTube stuff, and it's oh man, it's interesting. It's an interesting one for sure. It's like that's not really as relevant, but it's something where I've done something decent over the years, but in the real world, it's maybe not so important. It's crazy though. But anyway, before I rabble on too much, let you know where I'm at mentally. So yeah, it's an interesting one for real, but I'll catch you guys in the next episode.